Hello there, everybody. It is Tammy with Stamp and Scrap Tammy with our weekly Facebook Live. Happy St. Patrick's Day. So obviously it is March 17th. So welcome to those that are able to watch live, or if you're watching the replay, that's when this is happening live. So I am so happy that you are here today, whether you are watching live or the replay. I've got a really fun project to share today. I totally switched gears from what I was going to share when I realized it was St. Patrick's Day today. I had to switch and make it something green today. Unfortunately, I don't have anything green to wear. So I'm just in my regular Cafe Crafter shirt and my Stampin' Up! Vest for the day. But lots to talk about today. Lots of fun stuff. I just have one really nice card to share. It is simple, but it has a couple little stepped up elements to it. I said today that I was going to do some simple stamping, and that's kind of what we're sticking with today. But now that I'm thinking of it, I don't think I quite have all my supplies here, so I'm going to have to just kind of grab some as we go. Anyways, not a lot to talk about up here. Might as well just get down to it so I can start sharing and showing with you some stuff. I have some exciting announcements for Prize Patrol. That maybe I can show you here. Today's Prize Patrol is going to be, you can see we're going to use these today. It's going to be a package of the gold hoop embellishments, so be sure to like, share, comment on the post. If you do share it, make sure you say that in the comments, because I can't always see who shared it depending on how your privacy settings are in your Facebook page. But yes, so like, share, win. If you are watching this replay always gets shared on YouTube. If you are watching this on YouTube, give me a follow, give me a comment on YouTube, and then you're also going to be entered in the Prize Patrol. If there's enough comments over there, I'll do 2 drawings. What the heck, why not? Okay, so that's for this week. Starting next week, I'm going to just say next week's April because it's March. It'll be March 31st when we do our next Facebook Live. So then for the 5 weeks in April, I am going to give away a stamp set. So every week, you know, so next week's will be regular. And then so if you like next week's let's see. Oh, I already picked this week. So this video today is a hoops. So next week's video, like, share, comment, you're going to get to choose a stamp set. And so then every week, I've got all of the background stamp sets that we have available. Every week in April, that is going to be our prize patrol. So we're up in the ante a little bit. And then I have got a mini stamp cut emboss machine. That's coming in May. So be sure to like the page, follow the page. And I believe this was brought to my attention the other day, that on the video, and I'm just looking here to see if I can confirm this. On the video, there's usually a little, I think it's like a bell. And if you click on that, you can have the option to get notified when I'm doing a live. Lives every Wednesday, 11 a.m. Central. Of course, always can watch the replay. And then you have that whole next week to watch it and take part to get in on those drawings. So, all right, that's all I'm going to talk about here. And now let's get back down to the business down here. All right, so it's really kind of interesting today. I'm back home alone. Both kids are in school. My husband's at a work meeting. Very strange to be here all by myself doing this video. So now I know nobody's laughing at me in the background about the goofy things I'm talking about, except for maybe all of you, which I guess I can't hear you, so that's okay. All right, so look at this. Look at what we're using today. Again, like I said, I had to switch it up today after I realized, okay, I got to switch my volume down here. Hold on. Oh, boy. Okay, let's turn that down. All right, so now I can see your comments. All right, so hello. We have Jody and Lisa. And let's see. I see there's other comments. It's probably not going to let me see them all today. Oh, and we have Kay and Sharon. So hello, everybody. Looks like we've got a nice bright view, a good view of the screen. Right before I went live, I was ready too early today. And so I was monkeying with my camera and the whole thing fell off. So that's what I get for being early. But I was actually on time today, so that's great. All right, so I do know I need to grab my trimmer because there's one piece I know I have to cut today. Let me get a good look at the supplies I have out there. And, all right, so I had to switch gears today. I'm going to share with you what I was going to show you today. This is the card I started with that I wanted to make for today. And so I'm pretty much making the same card. I'm just switching up the supplies to make it into a lovely St. Patrick's Day card. It's not really St. Patrick's Day, but it is a beautiful green card for St. Patrick's Day. All right, so this is still available. This was my One Sheet Wonder class that I have going on right now. It's using the Fine Art Floral Collection. So there are 9 cards. I'm just gonna quick brush through those. People haven't even gotten these. We were supposed to stamp these live on Monday, but there was a snowstorm here in Mankato, North Mankato where I am. We got 12 inches of snow. So there was like no getting in and out of my driveway on Monday. But of course it's Minnesota. So by actually Monday evening by 7 o'clock, we had it all cleaned up and we were off to a hockey game. And now it's like, I think it's probably in the 40s today. So very lovely again. All right. So these are going out to those, that have already purchased. This is a Fine Art Floral class. Now I'll show you what it includes. I have card bases and supplies ready for 8 more kits. So only 8 more kits of this available. And this is the 9th card. So 9 different cards, does include envelopes and a beautiful tutorial. This is not the tutorial. I have used this One Sheet Wonder before. So this, you get a lovely cutout of this. I have all the supplies, including the designer series cutout for you, but you have this to go back on and you'll see how I used it today, how you will definitely want to go back on that. So the people that are taking the class will obviously get that tutorial first. It'll probably be going out this weekend, early next week. Okay, so card supplies includes a full package minus the 1 sheet of paper that I already cut for you of the Fine Art Floral Designer Series paper, and then a full bolt of the ribbon. So that's what's included in the Fine Art Floral class. Ordering, I will share the ordering link after the video, as well as a link to join my email list. And so that's still going on. $28 if you're able to pick up in person. I believe it's $36 or $29 pick up in person. I think it's $36 to have shipped, but you can check that out afterwards. All right. So this is what I'm using today. Let's get on to business here. Oh, one more thing to share. Look at what came yesterday. This is super fun. I was super excited about this. Cute little box. Bada boom, bada bing. Oh, isn't that lovely? A 5-year pin from Stampin' Up. I thought that was so nice. So I should be wearing my apron today, but I didn't want to take it out of this lovely box just yet. So I'll have to attach that to my apron to celebrate 5 years with Stampin' Up. And so to those that are watching that have been with me the whole 5 years, thank you so much. It's been a wonderful 5 years, and I'm hoping for 5, 10, 15, I don't know, maybe 25, who knows how many more years of this. I love it. So anyways, it's been a great 5 years. I just wanted to share that with you because I was pretty excited about it. It came yesterday. Okay, so what we're using today, the Forever Fern stamp set. I did not use the die cuts for this, but there are lovely die cuts that do coordinate with this. I'm using one of the gold hoops from the embellishments of that suite. The designer series paper for this is to die for. All right, Forever Greenery designer series paper. So of course, if you're thinking of now it's probably a little late to send out St. Patrick's Day cards. But speaking of that, I got one St. Patrick's Day card in the mail. So thank you, Cindy Beckwith. Look at this little leprechaun on there. She sent me a nice St. Patrick's Day, perfectly placed in the mail to receive yesterday. So just in time for St. Patrick's Day. So thank you so much, Cindy. That brightened my day yesterday. It's kind of dreary here, so hopefully the sun will shine later today. Anyways, Forever Greenery. So if you're already thinking maybe you want to stock up on some of this for next year, Forever Greenery would be a great one if you'd like to send St. Patrick's Day cards. But you'll see today, I didn't really make a St. Patrick's Day card. I just made a Thinking of You card, which also has a little bit of meaning for the sentiment I picked. And then also, I keep a container, so I just opened a brand new one of these. Because I've almost used up my other whole package of them. After I open these, I put them in like a case to keep the leftover parts. So that's what I'm using today. But I wanted to share with you what this is all about. Isn't this beautiful? These gold foils, they pop right out of there. So nice. And then you get all these little leafy stemmy things and backgrounds, and they're just great. And so this is out of the annual catalog. Let's talk about today. What, I can't even believe I forgot it. So if you're watching this live or you're catching it today, March 17th, there is free shipping with Stampin' Up! Today. March 17th, 2021. If you're watching this tomorrow, it's not free shipping anymore, but all of these lovely products are still available. All right, so this is the card we're gonna make. Isn't that cute? And then I also pulled in the Stitch So Sweetly dies. I used everything from this suite. So this morning when I came down, it was about 9 o'clock, I decided I needed to come up with a project. All I did was I pulled all the products from this page right here. Makes it nice and easy. And I was going to share with you one more thing. There is a combo, kind of a combo pack. I didn't have this other one out here, but I did also use this lovely embossing folder. And so that makes this nice. I hope that shows up just as another little element to the card. Okay. So, and then I pulled in, you know, after I got looking at it, it kind of spoke to me and said that it needed some gold gilded gems. So that's the other product I'm using today. So let's get down to it. This shouldn't actually take that long. It's a super simple card, but you just never know when I get to stamping and chatting. It might take a little while. All right, so first let's start off with a piece of basic white cardstock. And now I didn't even score this one because we're gonna keep it so nice and simple that we don't need to, which if you want to, go ahead. All right, let's fold it in half. So, you know, like 4 1/4 is what you would actually score it at. And then you just do that. Okay, now 2 1/4 would be your next score, but you know me, I don't like to mess with that. So all I'm gonna do is fold it. That's it. I mean, look at how technical that is getting. Just fold it. But it would be 2 1/4 if you really want to get fancy and score it. You can do that. You can, if you would like to. All right. So look at that. We have a nice fun fold setup. Now this is, like again, I said, this is the one sheet wonder. So I'm just doing it in another pattern. This is like the 4th time I've used this pattern. All right. So next up, what I have cut is the Forever Greenery Designer Series paper. Both are 5 1/4. Now this is, we do get a little silly here. This is 1 7/8. Okay. And then this one is 2 1/8. So that's where I say we get a little silly because I don't like those little measurements, but you're in luck. Coming up, if you join my email list, it's not going to be this exact one, but I am working on I guess it'll be in one of our kind of like tutorials. I'm working on a ruler that you can print out. You can, and it'll have all of these measurements on them. So this is a 1-inch scale, but you'll see that it has all the little numbers on that. So I'm working on that, a project for April to share with all you, because, you know, if you're like me, I truly struggle with figuring out these darn measurements when it gets into those little 1/8 and 3/16. And, you know, I do say, somebody asked me recently about those measurements, and I said, just don't do it. Just go in quarters. You just don't do it. But every once in a while, we have a project that calls for it. So like today's, I wanted to do it. So then I did have to bring out my little ruler guide and figure it out. So now you could decide how you want these in any of those patterns in this Forever Greenery. For this you know what? Any pattern in any Stampin' Up! Designer Series paper is going to look great for this layout. And I haven't had one that didn't work. So I just have the same sheet of paper. I've got my stamp and seal. Got a brand new one, actually. I just opened it. It's kind of an exciting day. All right, and I'm gonna just, you know, it's just a good day all around. Free shipping from Stampin' Up! I got a new stamp and seal. I made a pretty cool card this morning. I'm home alone right now. Well, the dog's here, but you know, so it's kind of quiet. And I just have a couple card packaging things to do today. Hey, those of you that are doing bingo, I sent those out, like the Zoom Zoom Stampin' Bingo, Zoom Zoom Stamping and Bingo. That's what it's called, Zoom Zoom Stamping and Bingo. It is on Sunday. I'm super excited. We have 14 people doing it. Yay! And so if you didn't get in on that, we're going to do that in April too. So don't miss out. Sign up next time. And but your kits went out yesterday. So for some reason, by Saturday afternoon, you don't have your kit, make sure you call me so that I can at least get you a bingo card. And then you can follow along, and I'll be sending out the email for that Saturday around noon. So watch for that for the Zoom link. All right, anyways. And if you didn't get in on it, stay tuned for April. April is going to have Zoom Zoom Stamping and Bingo too. So look at that. Super fun. Now is the fun part. This is where I know I needed to cut a little piece of white, basic white, for my stamping. And so I'm just going to do, I don't know what size this is here. It doesn't really matter. but I do want a 3/4 piece here. So you see that? I don't know why I do that. I'll cut 3/4 down on the bottom, but you can also do it on the top. So I'm measuring it this way actually, you know, because I know this is 1 inch. So I'm just going to go down. I don't want it quite an inch. I'm going to do a couple, just in case I mess up, then I'm going to be ready. Maybe it's not my lucky day today. Get it? So maybe I need to just have 2 ready to go. Or maybe I'll just stamp 2 for fun, just because I can. Okay, so here's where I have the Stitch So Sweetly dies. I've got a beautiful shaded spruce, and then I have Pear Pizzazz, so not a color that I use too often. Old olive would work as well. I mean, pretty much every green is in this collection. So you have lots of options of different greenery to choose from. And so I'm going to layer those right on top of each other. And now is where we're going to do like the decorating for our front, which is super easy. And I need the ring. So these, I'm going to say, when these first came out, that what am I going to do with those? Like, make some earrings or something? It's not big enough for a bracelet, maybe like a little kid bracelet. I just wasn't quite sure about them. And then, you know, you see all these different ideas, and now I'm like really coming around to these. So let's talk one other thing while I'm looking for my glue dots, which I might have to open up another package. I'm thinking I'm going to. I just checked my like Stampin' Up! Messages before I got on here. Hold on. Gotta find some glue dots. Hopefully I have some. Oh, looks like I'm running low. Okay. I am running low on glue dots. Only 1 more box of glue dots over there. I better get some more. I can stock up today on the free shipping. Anyways, so it is free shipping today. Keep that in mind because next week, actually, our retirement list for this big annual catalog comes out already. Can you believe it? But what that means is that those in colors, so I wish I could remember all their names. I could look them up because I have a catalog here. But Rococo Rose, it's on low inventory right now. I guess there's 1 more shipment coming in, but then that's it. So those in colors that are going out, which means we get 5 new ones, but it doesn't mean that we're not going to so dearly miss a few of these. I'm going to find them because I don't want anyone to miss out on this. So the main thing is, if you have the ink pad, get the re-inker now. Because, you know, what happens is there's not going to be an option to get it after it sells out. So Rococo Rose, Terracotta Tile, Pretty Peacock, Seaside Spray, and Purple Posy. Now, Purple Posy does not have ink, but it has beautiful paper. And so anyways, if these 5 colors are on your wish list, or you have the ink pad but not the re-inker, or maybe just need 1 more pack of paper because, you know, once it's gone, it's gone. And it's free shipping today. So you may want to do that today, but just know that, you know, those are kind of on a limited supply basis. So just don't wait too long, I guess is what I'm saying. All right. And then what I want to do is I want this to be pretty fluffy. This is one of my favorite ribbon combo packs. It is just the combo pack from That Sweet because it has this stuff. I get so excited about this stuff, this twiny stuff. I mean, if this comes out in every color, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I'm going to just be so, I probably would not, I won't sleep. I'll be so excited about it. So that is for demonstrators. We get to see the new annual catalog next Wednesday. Oh, so this time next Wednesday, you better believe next week's Facebook Live, I will be so distracted because I know that I'm almost going to get to see the new annual catalog. It comes out like in the afternoon sometime. And so good luck. You might want to tune in just for the entertainment value of next week's Facebook Live. And remember, next week's Facebook Live starts where our Like, Share, Win prize patrols are going to be stamp sets. So 5 weeks of giving away a stamp set for the participation in the Facebook Live. This week it is the gold hoops. I'm going to be giving away a package of those gold hoops. So did you see how I did that there? I looped it around. I'm looping it through my little hoop-de-hoop there. And now I'm going to tie a bow right here. And so I am not doing any shortage. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm not shorting myself on glue dots on today's cart. Going crazy with the glue dots, and that's just fine because we can get more. And there's like 500 on a roll. So there's no reason to be conserving your glue dots. Just use them up. If you got them, use them. All right, and I don't like how I did that. I'm just gonna I'm going to do a nice big floppy bow right here. And then if I want to move it around, I mean, it's not going to be so stuck on that I can't. I want it to be kind of in this little corner here of my hoop. So it's like, this is like if you never got into wreath making, this is the paper crafter's version of wreath making. I've never in my life made a wreath. I like those wreaths. You know, that'd be kind of fun to make one of those little like ones where you put all that ribbon around it, make a little mini one. My mom has one. It's really cool. I think she has a Christmas one. Some ladies were making one at our last scrapbooking or like stamp and scrap retreat too. I admire them. I just buy other people's. All right, so I got a nice floppy bow. I'm gonna use my ribbon scissors to snip this away. Snippity snip. Okay, I can tell that nobody is home listening to me because I'm really talking really silly today. I apologize. I promise I haven't been having some green beer. Is that what you do for St. Patrick's Day? That I don't remember. A beer like Guinness is Irish, right? Is beer an Irish thing? I don't know. But I promise I haven't been having any yet today. I have to actually work this evening. So I'm guessing I work over at the steak place tonight at George's Fine Steaks in New Ulm. So if anybody's out and about and you want to come have some steak, actually, I'm waiting on a private party though, so I'll be upstairs. So you probably wouldn't see me, but you can still come over. Anyways, it must be a St. Patrick's Day party or something. All right, and I'm gonna just tuck some of these. See that? I just snipped that off. This is actually really quite cool. There's a big wreath from that gold stuff, and I'm just cutting it apart though, which I could have made a wreath. That would have been pretty too. So I may have to do this one sheet wonder again, making it with all of those elements. That would be a great option. And I'm gonna see what else I have in here. I remember back, so these would have came out last June, and I do remember I used them for a swap card. I used all these little greenery, what are they called? What did I say they were called? The laser cut foil sheets, something like that. Anyways, it's in the Forever Greenery bundle. I keep saying Forever Greenery. I think it's actually called Forever Fern, something like that, but you guys get the idea. You know, I just kind of say what I want. All right, and so I want to tuck that in there. And now again, get that glue dot out using my take a pick tool. And let's just sneak one of these under here, just so it stays in place. I mean, I'm still going to put a sentiment over the top, so it's not going to be an issue. It's going to stay. But again, we have these lovely glue dots, so we might just as well use them up. And then next I'm gonna tuck that right under there. Okay, and so look at how lovely and how nice that's coming together. I want this to scoot down one little scallop. I'm so happy that I can remember that word. A few weeks ago, I drew a blank on the word scallop. Like it was not in my vocabulary. And I think in the end, it never even came to me, the whole Facebook Live. And I just said, well, whatever that stuff is called. You guys know what I'm talking about. And then it came to me like a week later. So now I have got scallop. Now I've got it. It doesn't mean now, it probably means I'm going to forget something else. So I just have a strip of my basic white paper left from cutting who knows what. But I cut it down to 3/4 of an inch. And then I don't know how long it is there. That's beside the point because I'm going to trim that off. And I am using the stamp Sentiment from the Forever Fern stamp set that says you can do this. I was going to do the hello. And then I decided there's been lots of talk at our house this week about what this week actually is. And our Facebook memories are popping up of what we were doing a year ago. And so I thought this sentiment was so fitting for the time and what we all went through for the last year. So last year at this time was our first like full week of being home. I don't think the kids were not distance learning yet, but they were not in school. This was kind of the second week of being home, but was kind of setting in like, this is it. We are here for the long haul. And so I thought this sentiment for today was fitting because we've been through a lot this last year. You all have been, I'm sure. And we have made it through. So if we made it this far, there is no saying what's next because we can do this. All right. And I can do this card. Okay. We're not done yet. Not quite. So you see how this didn't really matter. When you get in these really small sentiments, it's so easy to get a nice even cut just by snipping. And then even on the other side, if you know, wanted it to level up or be, you know, like if I cut off too much here, I can always just snip that there. Once you get to that small, it's real easy to make it even. You could bring out your trimmer if you wanted to. And still not quite done here. You know what? Just because I'm going to put this right on my card. And then I will add the last of the elements at the end there. I am going to use, I don't have my Seal Plus. So Seal Plus, or my favorite when I've got a heavier, kind of a top heavy card, is to use my tear tape. I love tear tape. You know, I don't know why. I love it. And I think I might be the only person, but I mean, they still sell it. So I either use enough or there are some other tear tape lovers out there. So I use it when I have something heavier, something more heavy, that I just really want to make sure this is going to stay. You know, and this is a pretty fancy card. Again, it's one of those fancy ones that you know whoever you send this to is going to keep it. And they're going to either stick it up on their fridge or set it on the mantle. And you want to make sure that everything is going to stay on there. You don't want your card falling apart on them as they hang it up and then 2 weeks later, because then where is it going to go? Think about where it's going to go if it won't stay together. It might hit the trash and you don't want that. Okay, so let's go ahead and adhere it to the front, just in the center. So now if you don't like to do that fun fold, this little concoction that I got going on here, that would even look nice just on the front of a card. So you don't have to do this fun fold to get that nice, lovely look. And so you guessed it now, I got to use my favorite little twiny stuff and, or trim, I don't know what you call it. I call it all kinds of stuff. What I love about this stuff is, you know, it stays together down here, but it just starts fraying and it's just so lovely. I could just look at it. But I have other stuff to do today, so, and I'm sure you do too, so we'll just finish it off. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to wrap it around, let's go 4 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, depending on how big your hands are, you got to play around with that a little bit, is how big you loop it. You know, if your fingers are close together, farther apart, and how big you want it to go on here. Just don't overthink it really. So now me by talking about it, I'm kind of overthinking it. For you, but don't do that. So just wrap it around 4 times. We have a circle, or we could pretend like a lasso, depending on what you're envisioning. It doesn't matter as long as we all get the same end game. So what I got here, I've got my ends pinched here. See, it's fraying all lovely there. And then I'm going to grab it over here, and then we'll go like this, twist it around a little bit, and now you have either a lasso or a number 8. Or a figure, I don't know, what else would you call that? Whatever you want to call it, but that's what you got. And we're going to go ahead and get another glue dot. We'll put that in the center of where we want our, kind of our embellishment to be. Or not our embellishment, our sentiment. I love using this. This just adds one more little touch of texture to your cards. So again, I'd be ecstatic if they gave me this in every color. Maybe I should put that in as a request. So look at that. I mean, it looks great like that, but now we just have to add our sentiment to that. I'm going to off center it just a little bit. So I'm going to just put, I'm going to make sure I don't have a dimensional right here so that it'll lay over the top of that. But I will put one on the, all the way on the left, all the way on the right. And you know something I found these dimensionals in my car. So these dimensionals that I'm using today were in this little nice packaging. I must have at some point, here I'll show you, I must have crafted somewhere, I don't know where, but somewhere that I was going to use a lot of dimensionals, I guess, scissors, and I was going to use a bone fold. And then I had these little glue dots that come in the paper pumpkins. So that's, it was in my car. It was like under the seat. So I'm not sure where I was going to go with this, but anyways, I tried them out this morning. So they've been in there all winter. Oh, hey, look at that. A nice full sheet of big ones. my lucky day. I'm having luck all around today. Luck of Irish. I'm not even Irish, but I'll just say that's why I'm being so lucky today. But anyways, they're still sticky. So good news is if your dimensionals freeze, they still work. So all winter, I believe it's been in there. I mean, I can't even remember the last time I would have brought that somewhere. Maybe it's been in there a couple years. Who knows? No, I've cleaned my car since then. I cleaned my car, like way cleaned it last fall. So it hasn't been in there that long. And so here we go. Let's just tap on that side, tap on that side. And look at how nice and even that is. And so lovely card there. But now up in this little area, we could use another little touch of gold. And so that's where I'm going to add these gold gilded gems. I think that's what they're called. Yeah, gilded gems. And so these are the only thing that are not in that suite, but they fit so great with it. I believe originally these gilded gems, they came out about a year ago, and they are in the ornate floral suite. But they go with so many things. I think I have used these gilded gems like, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 weeks now. Quite a few anyways. So let's go ahead and use, I think we'll use 1 medium and 2 small ones. And we're just gonna kind of sprinkle them about, kind of almost like in a triangle. Little, oh, it's there. It's stuck on there. All right, there. And so that is gonna finish off the card. And that is going to complete today's project. Like I said, I was planning on sharing a whole bunch of simple stamping cards, and then I realized it was St. Patrick's Day. So I decided on these 2 lovely cards to share with you today using the Forever Fern suite, because we had to bring a little green to things today. Again, as we finish up here today, I would like to once again let you know that today's prize patrol, like, share, win, comment. Be sure if you share that you let me know that you shared so that I can add you in for another drawing ticket. Is going to be these gold hoop embellishments. So that is what today's winner will get. That is what I use right here on the card. Beginning next week, for the 5 weeks following that, we are doing a background stamp giveaway. So if you are not yet watching regularly, you can make sure you like and follow my page so that you get notification when we go live, or you can just check back anytime within that week to follow along and get entered. Also, if you are watching this replay on YouTube, I will do a drawing for YouTube as well. So make sure you follow my page there, or follow me on YouTube, like, subscribe, and that way you can participate in these lovely drawings. All right, everybody. Looks like everybody is following along, saying hello. I appreciate that. Okay. All right, so I'm going to finish it there, and I will let you all get on with your St. Patrick's Day. I hope you have a wonderful day and wonderful week. We will be in touch. I'll be back live for sure next Wednesday, March 31st will be the date. If you need anything before then or today for our free shipping offer, be sure to get in touch with me. And then I will see some of you on Sunday at 3 p.m. for our 3 p.m. Central for our Zoom stamping and bingo event. So have a wonderful week, everybody. We will see you all later.